Alright. Start that again. And now I gotta remember what I was doing. That thing just has a lot of problems. A lot of problems. Gotta do some destructive testing every now and then. Be nice to see a rocket explode on purpose. Yeah, you don't normally want to see a rocket explode. It isn't on purpose. Yeah, see, it looks like a fort now. Samus, how you doing? Good relevant time of day to you too. Hang on, 12 hours. Hang on a minute. Does conflict with that slightly. I mean, well, not that much, but like, I want to make sure I get sleep and everything for that. Not on fire? No, it's actually quite cold today. What is it today? It's like 20 degrees right now. It's only like 20, yeah. Very mild. Oh, for fires. It's, so yeah, it's actually died down. It's actually, like, this used to be, like, considerably bigger than it was. It's, significantly smaller. So, where is it? Alpine National Park? See, the Alpine, this area is shrunk. Admittedly, there's nothing left to burn out here. That's mainly why, it's died down. The video of a Moss 16? No, I didn't. Had a lot of rain here in Queensland overnight. And I'm sure, right when that rain fell, the government sold all the water to some farmers or something. Or to some mining. Oh, no, I shouldn't have said that. I don't want to go there. It's another bit, it's another, sticking point, shall we say? Why are you not making pipe? You are requesting that. Huh? Huh. I need to have a look at that. Is that one of my bots? It is. The bots is giving me wood. Very good. It's nice when your bots are happy to see you. That lick. Oh dear. It's so dumb, I love it. It's kind of important poll there. It's all of those oh, yeah. It's all of those defenses. Now, why? Pretty sure that, yeah, that needs a tank. To make a tank. Pretty sure that's just like one. Yeah, one. Yeah, there we go. Uh-oh. Things are dying. There's worms there too. Redundancy in a power network is a good thing? It sure is. Sure is. How does grid power network look? The less you look, the better. Over here should be good, yeah. But yeah, where the starter base is isn't amazing. Admittedly, overall it's pretty good. Just leave that off for now. Okay. Get some of this crap going. Worm Nature Preserve. A little bit spidery. What's that about? Oh yeah, this is the power network. Yeah, power network's a little bit spidery, but it's probably passable by Brome. If it was terrible, he'd just randomly pop up and complain. That's on the first lot. I need the second lot. This lot here. Yeah, I tapped out for a minute there with the spidery bit. I was like, where's a spider? That's no good. There we go. Need those substations. They're kind of important. When I say kind of, I mean really important. How does your MHS work? You have recipe in the constant commoners. After that, you build everything. You remove the request. Will it remove the requests? Yeah, so it only sets the request when something is needed. That way it keeps the request as empty and frees up items back into the network. That's basically the selling feature of this thing, is that it doesn't hog resources. It doesn't become a huge resource hog, which admittedly, it doesn't matter that much in the scheme of things. And even then, like, you can't stop some of this stuff from eating materials permanently. Or hogging materials permanently. Particularly the big eaters. Get the pipe to ground for the lube. It actually has a request, its own unbarreler. Where is it? Yeah, so like this is holding on to 11 efficiency 2s and 13 substations. You can't do anything about that. But it means it's not at least holding anything in the chest. Ow. Just had 50 of that. Get some Vegemite and the answer will come to you. Sure. Apparently they're different, completely different. Buffer chests won't actually work because eventually everything will collect into the buffer chests instead of in the requested chests, and buffer chests can't request from buffer chests. Where's it even getting lube from? There we go. Yeah, see, this one won't... Oh, will it? Huh. Okay, then. Guess buff just... It must be in a... Oh, yeah, it's in an active provider. But yeah, see, it has its own lubricant supply. A question about control section ME. What are the two different sets of combinators used for in the control area? Yeah, yesterday I was thinking about I should really do an explanation of this. So... This one is entirely devoted to just setting all your requests. Those are predetermined default ones, and that's the enable one. That's why they're separate. And then this is just anything else you want to throw at it. That all goes into a filter to make sure you don't send anything negative in. And then that's the enable. This is your item capper. So that sets it, that limits it to 100 for main requests. And then this is the feedback section. So it then takes everything that's in the robo network, makes the -1 of it, the inverse of it, and then subtracts it, and then anything over that then gets kneecapped. Sorry. First thing that goes is anything that comes back on the grid. So yeah, this sends stuff out on the red wire here. Here. Where is it? Here. You'll find it eventually. Yeah, here's where everything comes. Here's the entry point for all items. This thing here, which is the enable. This thing makes sure that you don't put negative numbers in here. Like if you put in -200 rails, then you don't break it. And then it goes through a thing to cap it at 100 requests, and then sends it back out. Then it sends it out to the main system, red wire, and then it comes back, and then all of the prerequisite items come back on the green wire, which then gets capped at where is it? 100, and then it gets compared with what's in the robo network currently. So we take the. What are you doing? Oh yeah, that's part of the subtraction. Yeah, so then it takes the takes everything that's in the robo network. You can actually see in there, over on the right hand side there, everything in the robo network, and then it sends it back out again into the network. I don't know why I multiplied by negative. Oh yeah, -1. That's yeah, that's to subtract out everything that's in the network, the robo network. Yeah, you can see that's everything's being sent through that decider. Now, hopefully that made sense. Hopefully that made sense. Yeah, you give it a request, it gets capped at 100. It gets capped to a number between 0 and 100, or 1 and 100. 0 implies nothing. And then the prerequisite comes back, it gets first capped to 100, so like that's 4,000 lubricant, gets capped at 100. 4,000 gears, capped at 100. And then it gets compared with what's in the network, and then sent back out again. It's possible to see everything needed by the network. Yeah, if you hover over one of these substations, you can see everything being requested, and everything that's being sent back around. So you can actually see it's requesting 100 level 2 Mark II bots, and so it's then sending back, it needs 100 level 1 bots. It's sending out 100 underground belts, but it's not getting anything back, which is an indicator of a problemo, which means it's probably not set up right. Yeah, it is. It's an interesting upgrade path it chose. Oh no, it is a stack inserter, never mind. For some reason I thought it was a fast inserter. I don't know why. Yeah, so now you can see it's requesting all of the prerequisite undergrounds on the red. So yeah, you got the purple underground. And so you can see green, red, yellow and blue are all underneath it. And you see that the numbers will appear in both, with a bit of fudging. The reason why the red's different from the green is the green's saying this is how many it actually needs, and the red is compensating for how many are in the actual network. So you see, it says it needs 21 or 17 now yellow undergrounds, but the red, it's not crafting anymore because they're all in the network, so it doesn't need to craft anymore. Also, what is the Factorio event that's happening tomorrow? They're going for a new record multiplayer event. What I'll do is I think I'll make a better explanation in a video. It's going to take a lot of takes. It's going to take like 50 takes. Yeah, and I'll do some worked examples and everything. I'm still keen at, like, I'm still toying with the idea of doing a YouTube only playthrough, let's play thing. I kind of don't really want to do let's plays though. Not really much of a thing anymore. How many for JD? JD does like 2. He just leaves everything in. My job is I like it to have everything like really super accurate. That's what kills me. Been played out of TTD? Yeah. Too bad I can't set up, like, there's no hosting companies that support servers for it, unfortunately. A thorough explanation here would be awesome. I actually was thinking about it, and you know what, I really should have like done it a long time. I should have jumped on it a long time ago. Same with combinators and all that, but like I think my want of having it really super perfect is holding me back. I think overall for this year, that's the sort of things I need to step up with. Those are things I need to improve on. Overall, particularly with the channel too, the state of the channel too, like overall, it's sort of sitting the same as what it was a year, well, it's actually slightly better than a year ago, but not by much. And like zooming out a step, the state of the channel, it's better, not too far off what it was last year, which is a bit underwhelming. So I need to step up my game. Admittedly, though, I've been off and on about it for a while because it eats a lot of money and time. Someone in the community to make a bad one to encourage you to make a good one. My trouble is I see like other people have done like combinator videos and train videos and then I call it done. So like I don't see any need, like that's my trouble is when I see someone else has done it I don't feel a need to do it. Just to add to the pile. But then again, at the same time, is that like they are not all encompassed. Like they'll never be all encompassing. They're not the one go-to. So there's something that I can always add. None of them are recent or any good. Yeah, and Shred Guy's Combinator Classroom was one of the better ones too, because he really just went slow. Like it was actually to the point where people just yelled at him and complained at him that that was too slow. But he really took the time to do all the fine details. That was the best one for the long time. And Gepwin's. Yeah, things weren't going so well at the middle of like June, July last year. And then, like, I wasn't really going to do packs or anything. I was like, I'm kind of sick of this. Like, I needed to get work, like, more work for more monies. And I think it was actually Badger, video game Badger, that insisted that I go do packs, and that actually got me going because I got to meet quite a few people. And generally just revitalize things. But yeah. These tutorials are a job, for sure. Lots of time and effort. Hey, Rain. It also increases the reach, too. All the usual Factorio crowds. Yeah, it's all ebbs and flows. Don't think anyone had a good 2019. And yeah, overall it wasn't amazing. I think, at least game-wise, 2019 was the year that everyone the major publishers and develop studios all realized that the broken early access model has officially ended. That was like when Anthem and Fallout 76 came out. That was really like the definitive end, even though it really happened in 2018. When did They Are Billions first come out? Because that was really, it really showed. It was 2017, wasn't it? It was late 2017, early 2018. Like, the whole idea of the broken early access game, yeah, 2018 was the end of the broken early access game, right from the beginning. And then last year, it was when just everyone just outright said no, no more. With Anthem and all that. What was the other one? No Man's Sky. Apparently it's good, but again, the taint is there permanently. The taint lasts forever. What? Given Factorio has been developed with modern times, yeah, Factorio was endured because it's always had that setting from the beginning. Like, it's been slow progress, but I think it's benefited long term, holding itself to the higher standard of, say, Prison Architect. Yeah, it had a huge comeback because I think they realised too what was going on and really buckled down and got it right. But at the same time, there's a lot of people who still hate it just because of that original taint that it had. Now I'm just sort of idly prancing about. I don't want to look at that anymore. What else are we looking at? So we got the rails and the furnaces and the modules. Another game that an eye on, won't go to Steam because it gets one update a year, but it's been developed. Hey, Terminator. Yeah, Star Sector, I remember that. That's Star Sector. That's that hugely ambitious game, isn't it? Like, it's got a lot of ambition going on. Okay. A company that can sell pure hype at $60 and the awakening realization that most people must not succumb to mere hype. Yeah. Quite right. There was another one which was just going to be like a huge, absolutely enormous space game. Can't remember what it was though. Until the next hype game. Well, I mean, Satisfactory had a lot of hype behind it, and it did, like, there wasn't a lot to it, but it did deliver. I think I'm pretty sure it was Star Citizen. Yeah, Star Citizen. Which one was it? Trying to scroll up and see. Gear with a host there. How you doing, Gear? How you been? Space engineers. Yeah, that's the epitome of like, that's the pinnacle of the broken early access game right there. I'm just thinking about Red Circus at the minute. Because it needs... What do we need? 3.7. You need 2.7. And you need 3.3. So that's 3... What was it? 6, 7... 9.1. I think of Red Circuit, never mentioned the blue circuits. So... I do have the thing open actually, where is it? There. This is a... what do I call this? It's 21... Say that. 3160. Got to type all this crap into Kirk McDonald now. Hey, that's a little much. So what is it? It's 23,000. Taking that away, it's 13,000. Actually, a special case. It was never meant to be a game. It was meant to be a test for a physics engine. Huh. Oh, hi, Aker. What do you mean red card? Red circuits, damn it. I mean cards. It's not a bloody punch card. It's not a red punch card. Red. I've started, haven't I? Blue punch cards, red punch cards, and green punch cards. Triggered. Trigger warning. 13,059. So 13,059. Alright, this time with typing. 059. There. Started Kerbal Space Program today. Didn't like it a few years ago since a lot of the updates happened. Started way better now. Husband, you come to blame JD? Excellent. What colour is Assembler 3's? It's sort of a yellow. It's a very crude yellow, but it's yellowish. It's sort of yellowy lime green. Probably an acid colour, if anything. Yeah, it's more of a dull acid colour. Actually, it is green. More of a, yeah, more of a acidy lime green than yellow. I normally just call them Assembler 3's because the colour is kind of ambiguous. See, it's closer to green than actually. Can I actually... Oops. I wonder if I can sample it. Let's see. It's green. The verdict is in, it's green. There you go. Curse those who call blue circuits purple. You can do the same thing with them. Where are they? They're up here. There you go, blue. Which technically, yeah, it's center of blue. That was a big mining drill? It was a big mining drill. Acid. Steely gold. That's why I say acid. It is a bit of an acidy colour. Yeah, so that mining drill was a compound miner. I like how that was so important that I had to do, wasn't it? You're a little sad on the old copper department. Probably because all the bots are up there. Is it copper? I think it's copper. Yeah, copper. Certainly one thing for that. Eh. Squirrel! Oh, you're already leaving. Hello, train. Wish everyone a good night. Heading out for the night, are you? Bring me your locomotives. When you're ready. Bots. Yeep. Survived. So, sample the file, 7.3s. Fine, I just did sample it then. I guess you could do an approximation across it. Also, I think it's time we went over to nuclear fuel. Seems reasonable. Assuming I can actually get the nuclear fuel. The fact that I'm not getting any is kind of indicating to me that the fuel isn't available. So why isn't it available? Where are we at? What do you need? Ah, rocket fuel, of course. It's kind of important, isn't it? Yeah, damn it, JD, why don't you give me any rocket fuel? Hmm. That seems fair. Are you using cheating nuclear or do they fix the fluid system? Nah, it's the same. I do have nuclear going, but it's running legit. I only really needed the cheated nuclear for that other map. Because it was so ridiculous. Oh, what was the UPS gain on that one in the end? What was the UPS gain I got from rebuilding that nuclear from the original one? It was a lot. Sure. The amount of rocket fuel, the amount of solid fuel this thing just ate was a little bit ridiculous. I use a Mark III. It's craft speed. Where is it? 1.2. Australia have a nuclear power facility? Yeah, it's research stuff. And replacing with solar, how's that going? It's the project is well underway. Still like they're still working out the finer details in the planning stage, but it's still very much on. But it is definitely underway. Last Roofers doesn't have an inserter going in. Currently just thinking about how I can make it go faster. I'll probably do that. Cram a beacon in there. It's like that. Deadlocks look alike. It's Miniloaders. Belt weave, so you can full inline beacon. I could do that, yeah. I probably should do that actually. Didn't pick any up? No. Good, good. I really don't want it. Oh, then I have to find the builds to do it. It doesn't matter. It's fast enough. It's making the nuclear fuel. Wasn't Miniloaders better? I'm trying to remember what Bilbo said last night. It was it Miniloaders? Miniloaders was better, or was it Deadlocks was better? I suppose Deadlocks, Miniloaders is inserter, so it should be worse. Bye bye train. Yeah, the only reason I'm using the Miniloaders is because I want the train interaction. When you compare inserters versus Miniloaders, they're about the same, mainly because that whole inserter thing. Excellent. Yeah, being able to load into trains is quite handy. Okay, back on track. Deadlocks are usable. I've had a lot of problems with the bulk rail mod, not being able to interact with the Mark III trains. We're doing yeah, I did a test and the Deadlocks was better. Apparently that margin has narrowed. I've been meaning to do a test, and I think Bilbo did one, and he said last night. I can't remember what it was though. So what do I need? I need 3 for furnaces. 3. 5 for rail. And 9 for thingies. So for lane balance, yeah. No issues using them. Yeah, MK3. Yeah, every map I've had problems with it. I tried it on the rail bus as well. What was it? It was 5. I actually boost them? Yeah. They're not going to be able to handle that speed. So we'll see how we go. Whee! Blonk. Something to note too is with this event coming up, Team Tea Drinker is going to be there, representing Team Tea Drinking. So we need to make sure we represent Team Coffee appropriately. Oh, you need sticks. It's kind of important. Getting the first station built, but after that you just copy paste. Should be pretty straightforward, I would have thought. Like, not too much hassle. So yeah, the Team Tea Drinking is going to be there. So we need to make sure to represent Team Coffee properly. These pesky tea drinkers. Yeah, unless I was missing a step with the bulk loader, which may have been a thing. Team Donut. A pea drinker. That's what they are. The tea drinkers are pea drinkers. The good place for tea is the pub. Oh dear. No one ever thinks of the fish. Exactly. I mean, you dump it in the harbour, but that's you're poisoning the fish there. A lot of people having issues getting to line up with wagons first time they use them, which is why I said, ah, okay. Yeah, I haven't run into that problem. How is saying beacons to fewer assemblers more efficient than using more assemblers? Yeah, if you're meant to have one machine doing the work of multiple machines, which means less UPS, because you need less inserters inserting items. What do you need? Stone and steel and crap. Like that. What did I say it was? It was 5, yeah. So I'm going to aim for 6. They're still part of the kingdom. Still kind of. Polluted since the little textile mill started. There's nothing left. Uh-oh. That's not good. Well, there is fishies. Some nice irradiated fishies. Fishies around here? None have swanned into range. Oh no, there has been a few. Bop them. This feels like a problem that I should probably deal with. Is the steam actually running max? Yeah. Doing its thing. Hey, it's eating wood. Oh, it's root looping. Don't drink the water straight from Mystic Charles Rivers in Massachusetts. In general, I would assume that drinking water direct from any river is generally not a good idea. Just as a broad rule of thumb. Because just as a broad rule of thumb, you can assume it's either polluted from industry or agriculture. Unless proven otherwise. What a world we live in, where you have to assume a river is polluted unless proven otherwise. I shove this crap. Do I have cliff explosives? I think I got rid of them. I could do that. PSA, don't eat yellow snow. It's not good for you. Bacterial contamination? Could be one of many things, really. Trainikins here? No. Alright, let's bring some water down. Train's here. Yeah, vomit all this stuff out. Yeah. To warm up the reactors. Well, they're already warm anyway, so yeah, 497. It's going to pull these down, which is not ideal. Damn you, train. Get back here. Ah. That's what I was thinking. Agricultural can cause Can it cause bacterial? Sorta. It's mainly minerals and such runoff. Yeah, you kind of come back, damn it. I just want to make sure that goes back without it refilling. I just don't want all the nuclear crap in my inventory. How come my nuclear seems to run out of water, steam, yet it's a way smaller build? This needs 2 point something. It's probably, like, this is about the limit of, actually you can push a little bit more in saying that, but this is about as much as you can push in terms of water into a single row. The steam gets weird because there's an enormous energy buffer within nuclear. That's why putting down like steam tanks is kind of pointless. Bam. You're at 499. There we go, it's just turning on. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Hang on, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which is just shy of 2 gigawatts. Hi, JD's here. Ah, crap. Stream cancelled. JD's here. I mean, hi JD. How you doing? Eh. Ah. Hmm. Yes. That makes more sense. How are we doing for power? Better. Betterer. FFF time? Ah, damn it. There, now we'll actually push a surplus of energy into this thing. So now it's actually increasing, it's not going up and flickering up and down. You actually see where I pulled it down when I plugged it in. Better. Give me the pipe. Steam buffer tanks tend to fill up when power. Need lessons for a few minutes, then you're wasting fuel due to heat. Can't be pulled off the reactors. Yeah. You really don't want steam buffers. I haven't really tested. I have tested it kind of, but indirectly in reactors. But I did a lot of testing with it in version 12 with steam engines, and the conclusion was it works initially, and then you start pushing cold water into the hot water. You see tracks? Ooh. Yeah, you start pushing cold water into it, and it cools it down, destroying your buffer. So you just end up losing out. Because yeah, the buffer is there. In theory, it's energy you're releasing. But like, yeah, you start burning more to compensate because you need more energy. You can't create energy out of thin air. You either have it or you don't. If that rambling made any sense. I don't know if it did. Yeah, your energy... like you have stored up energy and then... Don't delete it, you just sort of pull it back down and you pull the energy back out of it and redistribute it. Steam takes the save... Well, you're not saving fuel. That should bring it up to the... No, it actually brought it up. Huh. Yeah, because you're not actually saving fuel. You're just storing and exchanging energy. And yeah, it'll work as a buffer initially. It's missing. Ah, substation. Do a fifth with Stinson. So yeah, typing noises and text popping up. Alright. 8. Uh, 9. 6. 7, 8, 9. Okay. Find anyone else verbal. Can't find anyone as verbal as JD, at least. Why does steam buffering when capacitors, battery banks work better? That's the other thing too, is accumulators are actually better at doing buffering than steam is because you're not dealing with fluid logistics. And that's again, you either have or you don't. Badgers of Purple. Florida man. Does my house power sort? Eventually you waste fuel when they're full. Yeah. Oh, you can't actually... I don't think you can actually waste energy in this game. It's starting to get repetitive. Damn, Winamp. I've pointed out the problem, you know the rule. Have no rules? It's your only... What is your only rule? Is this one of those flexible rules? It equals one free energy... One free energy for all. Yes. 10. Community map rule. Never let JD touch anything? Oh yeah, nuclear reactors waste fuel, yeah. But it doesn't matter because it's so abundant, it barely counts. I was thinking, I had the steam part in mind, but yeah. Usually if you join a server between solo players, a different set of mods, oh yeah. It should be a rule too, yeah. It should be, but yeah, it's too hard to fix. That should come in one. Okay, fuel cells. Wonder how much my other base has consumed. So 3... Just need one more furnace. I wonder what I'm into here. It shouldn't be much. A few hundred probably. Four? Can't be right. Oh no, that's nuclear train fuel. Not fuel cell. Ah, 4.6k. They actually consume a lot more than I thought. Peaked at 288 reactors, drove the UPS down to 26. Solar farms are now being produced. So what did I say it was 9... 2.9. So I've got 10 and 2. about I just do fully fully symmetrized like that? Hmm. Yeah, it should work. They've been driving you crazy since the whole time. I may or may not have been holding out on that one. Because I can apply that to all of them. $879k fuel cell. I'm kind of curious now. What do it? 1736. Look at that. That's crazy. I doubt it'll be as much. DB worse than JD. Oh, I don't like that achievement. $960. Oh, wow. $964k. Say nuclear from that 15 map. Ah, okay. I'm actually surprised. Like it isn't. I'm actually kind of surprised it's more. I would have thought you'd have more going on. Yeah, it's blue belts, but it's 2 red belts. Nuclear UPS. This is entity disabled. This one, but it's still consuming the fuel. Just nice. Just as it normally does. So it still has to make the cells, still has to consume them, refine them and everything, reprocess them. I should finish this map one day. The trouble is there's not enough resources to really, like these 5, 7, 9s and such, don't do it. This all needs rebuild, like there's a lot of work that needs to be done to make this map work. That I kind of don't want to do. Yeah, so you get your crap. You get your crap. Okay, what do you need? Needs green circuits and red circuits. One build of each, I think. Yeah, well, I'm gonna get rid of that. What does it need? 7.5 and 14. That's 4 builds of green circuits there. Well, 1 build of green circuits, 1 build of red. You need 1 build of red as well. So that's 1 green, 2 reds. 2 steel, 2 brick. Let's do it here. So that's 1, 1, 2. 1 of each. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Plan on redesigning it shortly to get more power from each build. Doesn't know there's more power in it. Reactors are always at 999. There's steam waiting to be used. Unless you're drawing max power, it'll always rise up to 999. You'd need to be in power deficit for it to fall down to 500, or just above 500. Or at least to get the maximum out of it. Should do a thing talking about nuclear reactors. Oh, safety. The heat pipes, yeah, into the heat pipe 678 is a bit high. Go again? Honestly. There's a reason why Winamp doesn't exist anymore. A few reasons, actually. Yeah, so one of you... Oh, I forgot about that. That's another 3 bills. Wow, that's so much. That's 4 bills of steel. Um, 2, 1, 3, 7, 8. 10, 13 belts total. Thirteen, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's not crazy at all, is it? Mango is to prove Clantown that nuclear isn't as bad as he thinks with his constant need for solar farm. Mojo win yet? Yes. Yes, I did. I won everything. I definitely haven't been beaten by this, the logistics of this build. Alright, how much... Where's the next playthrough then? Oh, hang on. Eh. Oh, you can just come up there. Oh dear. Oh, solar can have more UPS. uh, Case of Clowntown is more, doing what West Dude says to do. Use some more RAM? Depends on how much you expand. If you're exploring large chunks, well, ideally the solar shares with the with your rail lines going out to outposts. In that case, you're not like wasting UPS. See a grid on the map? Yeah, I'm doing bot grids. So each one of these is dedicated to producing something or a few somethings. In this case, it's doing the intermediates for purple science up there. So I'd pass all this stuff up to here. And they would have 3 of them. What's a high wrecker? Like that. Even though I'm off by a tile. I'll move the other one. Alright. Mod porting the corner poles. Well, didn't say I could, but Clown is so UPS friendly building that usually causes me not to want to stay on the map. That's the reason why I don't like doing train. That's another reason why I don't like doing train towns. Is you become so focused on UPS friendly, there's no freedom to build anything. Mod port the corner poles? Oh, you mean like that? I mean, I could. There's a lot of things I could do. Such as finishing off the beacons properly. Yeah, little things like that. Oh, the concrete. Yeah, that comes later. I do actually have more plans for more concrete. It's already beyond stupid in terms of speed. Dagnabbit. Try again. I don't want to do it anyway. Playing small fire in your room. You got a candle. I suppose it is a small fire. Oh yeah, I saw what Saul was saying earlier too, and let's have a look. Yeah, going back to the topic earlier, I'm pretty sure what I need is a scan converter, which can then go into like a HDMI capture. Because VGA can be any number of resolutions, so you need a scan converter into a consistent resolution. So I don't know if I need to buy an expensive scan converter box or what. Which I do actually have a scan converter, but it does low like standard def resolutions because it's ancient. It was ripped out of an old install. So it'll drop it down to 720 by 576. It has component output, I'm pretty sure. But it'll reduce it down. Like it'll reduce it down to like composite SVD on component, I think. RGB component. I should try it one day. I do have a component capture card. The component capture card though can't do VGA directly. Like I could feed VGA into it, but it won't take it because you feed a VGA resolution into it and it'll just have a tantrum because it's not like it expects like 720 by 576, 1280 by 720, and 1920 by 1080. That's all it expects. It doesn't expect like 640 by 480, 320 by 200, 320 by 240. Has all the old crap? No, I don't. I have a small quantity of old crap. Now, I want to save again. And slash CHEAT. And Then, alright, we're separated that out. Alright. So I'll start injecting stuff in. So that's 350. Start with 400. Talk, oh crap, got an old pager PC book thingy. What? Pager PC book thingy? Okay. Oh, I need some infinity chests. There we go. Base is alive. Now, we want to do a quick test. So what do you need? What was it? It was 2 belts of red, 2 belts of brick. What's one of the slowest items? I'll put it in the center. Probably iron. So I need 1 of iron. 1 of iron? 2 of... Yeah, 1 of iron. I was looking at sticks, that's why. And then the circuits. Then brick. I'd be kind of biased. Like, I could do it there, or I could do it there. Might do the end ones. Like that. That's a lot. I don't think we need that much. I mean, saying that, it probably does need that much. Eh. Crossing fingers. Fingers and crossing. Hold on to your butts. It's about to get real. Oh. It actually isn't getting enough. That's actually stuttering. Huh. Hey, that's something. It actually isn't feeding in fast enough. Figure out train grid build will do 1k. I'm actually wondering about feeding trains up the sides of these. There's enough room for it, but like this one's impossible. But that's more of a stretch goal, I guess you could say. I'll make it 400. And this can be 400 too. There. So you got all your iron. Stone. There. Finish chest not fast enough? Maybe. Should be. No, finishing chest is outputting fast enough. I just need steel. Two loads of steel. 4 loads of steel. Okay, they're crafting. Just need red circuits now. What was that? That was 2. So what's missing? 2. Oh, 3. 3 stone. Release the reds. Looks like it's working, yeah. Struggling on reds though. Alright, modules. Rails. Easy. Simples. You're isolated, you are. Okay, I'll set up all these. Trying to get too excited too early. Yeah, I might swap the mini loaders for the base game loaders and see what happens. Well, we'll get this thing processing first. For whatever reason, that's backwards. So what do we got? We got 316. I'll take that 16. So now it's just 300. Wrong chest. Really chest. So we'll just destroy them as they're produced. $300 a minute. It's a bit underperforming. Do any optimization with loaders? No. Well, these are mini loaders, which are basically inserters internally. Right, who's struggling? You're struggling on brick and... No, you're just having an inserter problem. Which isn't surprising, really. What do we get out of this? 7.6... So we need 7.62, 7.62. So yeah, it's just the furnaces underperforming. Well, the base is actually running at the minute, which is kind of skewing it. We're underperforming either way. There. Let's double up on the inserters. How's that? Up into the 800s, so it's above what's needed. How much track was needed? Uh, 22k. I'm not actually sending enough track up. Anything close to enough track, because they're all waiting on track. It's around 900 as well. Yes, that's more believable. So what is it? It's like 4 belts a track? 5 belts a track? Something like that. Such a silly amount of track. Alright. Another layer of track there, and another layer of track there. Where is the bottleneck? It's getting enough track up as currently the bottleneck. What are we at? 2.2k. 8 out of 12k. So I need more. So I guess there is the victim. Straight to 4.5. We're just under 5 belts. Yeah, it should be like 4 point something. There we go. 2.2, 2.45, 2.8. Doesn't want to go any higher though. So what are they waiting for? It's probably still short on track. Yeah, it's short on track. Again, I think there's something going on with the loaders. One of them is not generating track. Oh, we've got all the machines going now. Ish. Yes, this is overall the vision that I had in mind. It's actually pretty good for robot uses. That's like 120 there. Yeah, 120 bots. It's nothing. How's it looking? Yeah, it's sort of plateaued. I don't have an extended thing. Yeah, what? Bot traffic is... Yeah. Loader Redux. I haven't played around with Loader Redux. There's a new loader with snapping. Oh, that's that one. But it has two... is it two tiles? I got the Deadlocks loaders. The Deadlocks loaders has, like, I know they work, but there's a few annoying things about them. But I'm keen to try other mods too. I don't want to stick with the normal ones. Huh. Oh, I'm using Miniloaders now. Are they research? Oh, that's a shoot. Yeah, just give it a go. It's worth a try. Unlock with belts. It's on the mini loader. There's a mini loader. Oh, they're probably conflicting. Maybe. Oh, it's missing that. Optera. Terralib? Yeah, just a Terralib. Yeah. I guess it did grab it and it didn't do its thing. Just check it. Loaders. There they are. Yeah, that. That's mildly inconvenient. They don't actually work with Factorio Extended. Unless there's an add-on for it. Right. I'll just do deadlocks. Which isn't actually deadlocks now. It's some other dude now. That was red, wasn't it? Dear. It was red, but I don't see it now. That's stacking. Let me check again. Yeah, it was red, and then now it's not. Yeah, that's the migration thing. That's a specialty thing. 2 loaders into 1 splitter. I might just do that. Yeah, that's the mod integration. Deadlock belt box loaders. Hmm. Easiest way to do it. Let's just do the 2 loaders. I'll make it work. It's really interesting, that is, though. You can definitely see it stopping. So that means Miniloaders is out, though. What are we at? 2.7. It's so close. Either way. Just needs that track. Oh dear. Well, it's going to get eaten pretty quickly anyway. Oh, that's not ridiculous at all. It shouldn't need a 6th lane. That's the thing. You can see none of these really have track in them. And they're all stopping again. There you go, man. How you doing? Okay. Yeah, this uses hardly any bots. Dr. Horrible, eh? Loaders maybe stopping because the chests are full and not empty because of too few bots. Well, I'm only using like 50 bots, so there's no shortage of bots, and they're only limited by how much is going in. But you can see that there's a definite problem going on with a loader. Oh, hello. That's a new problem. But yeah, these there's definitely something funny going on with the mini loaders. Any more logistics chests? I don't know, because like the items are coming in as fast as it can. I might need to do that. Increase the cap. And again, this one's only using like 100 bots. How fast is it going? 1.3. It's fine. Oh, it'll be an insert limitation. Yeah, that one's actually can't output fast enough, of all things. In fact, how about all of them? That one can't insert and output. Yeah, same with that one. No, that's... we'll just look at inserting rather than outputting. So I'll separate these out. There, and then there, and then there. now it's got the output thing going on again. That may not necessarily be... Okay, use prod mods and in the sticks. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be prod mods. I did that when I clicked and dragged over. These are the kind of things you expect with Factorio Extended, not getting enough throughput. So you just, yeah. Second output, might need a second output, yeah. Just curious, it's only 1.3k. How much does it should be? It should be like 12k. Yeah, 22k. So I'm way short. How about now? 2.4k. What's the output provider chest look like now? Yeah, they're all backed up now. All those lanes are backed up. Still sitting around 2.7, 2.8. I could just add another lane of track, but like this thing's basically maxed out. So another idea, the original idea, I can't really do it directly now. Yeah, you'd have like this business going on. Yeah, like that. Six machine doing 5 lanes of track. Why not? Skip the bots, go to assembler to loader. That kind of defeats the purpose of the exercise. I might actually ditch the belts. Because it's meant to be all bots. But yeah, see how it extends that further than it really needs to be. At the same time, it probably... yeah, it's brought it up to where it should be. I could do that with long inserters as well. But they can't... just can't get the raw throughput without these. Yeah, well, I'm gonna ditch the belts. Oh. Yeah, so bring that up to 100. Bring that up to 100 as well. 100. 100. Damn it. Yeah, that was the original idea, was I'd do something like that. That was the original idea. Maybe I should just go back to that. What do you reckon? No belts at all. It does mean this is a bit of a waste of space, although I can actually use it again. I could use it for barreling and such. Or anything that's low, like, doesn't need many machines. Eat my junk. Still waiting on track. There. It is cool, yeah. And I wanted to get away from that. But it's still contained within a cell. Oh, it's all gone. So what are we at now? 150-ish? 150-ish. And what are we producing? 3,100, 3,200-ish. Track as an edge case? Hmm. Hmm. Rest would be fine. I think I'm gonna go back to the original idea, which was that, and do away with this. Bit of a change of plan. But it's nice to see something running though. It's exciting, isn't it? Could do it to some more builds. What I'll do is I'll copy and paste it into the main save. Yeah, because if I do away with the center, then I could put like the sulfur in the center. I could even put the sulfur in the center up there even. Which was the original? The original idea was no belts at all, so there's not going to be a single belt in this science build. How many arms sectors? FE stack inserters? It's a lot, but I don't remember how much. I have to... Which was the original idea compared to this? Don't see it. So the original idea didn't have any belts in the center at all. So instead of this business, I don't think oh, it's the mod thing. Yeah, so in this case, instead of that, oh, actually it would be that. It'll be like this. Passive providers. So yeah, that would be on the edge. Still be an efficient bot traffic? That was the one thing, yeah, I was worried about bot traffic. That's why the builds came in, but it's starting to add like a lot of complexity. Oh, look at that. It's eating up all the bots. It may be a good thing, though. So we're up to 400. 500? Ah, it's going up now. Probably benefit from some more charging. Yeah, see, it's gone back down to like 150. That's because it needed to catch up. So it needs about 500 for that. Oh, power. I saw it blip briefly. Actually, see, like they're all occupied by charging. Yeah, caught up. It's actually still just as good. Oh, it's actually 200 out, so it's still 300 in use. It's a little bit underperforming. Looks like it still doesn't have enough track. Yeah, it's a little bit shy on track again. And the shortage of track is entirely down to just the inserters transferring fast enough. What's the science goal per cell? About 3,000 a minute. So it's targeted at 3,160. Actually, it's risen a little bit. Should be blipping like 3,132 if it's working properly. If it's working properly. About 19k. 737, 800 something. 3.1. I mean, solidly in 3.1. Do we make a tall long cell? I wanted to try and keep them all uniform. So a column. I think that's actually right there. Yeah, all of these have their items now, too. Yeah, so they're all pretty well backed up. So that'll be why it's a little bit down. At like 1.5. Well, we're consuming 22, so 20 versus 22. Just have a hard time letting go of the cool square design. Yeah, I think this is the way to go. We'll fatten up the roboports though. Oh, show. That's mandatory. Like, you gotta have the extra roboports. But yeah. Happy with that result. Probably should have done it sooner, arguably. Extra requested chests on the output of the science. Let's see if that increases. Bam. I return to see the sanctity of the interior square violated. Yeah, about that. So it turns out that's got a lot of problems. And well, the base is meant to be a BotBase, so we've returned to its purest form of BotBase. Loads be more efficient? It appears as though it isn't at this point. But we'd have to do some testing. Because we just had the loaders and got rid of them. Or do you mean like across there? I could still do loaders across there. I might have to switch out to deadlocks though. In theory, insert a chest to chest is actually more efficient, in theory. I've certainly observed that between machine to machine. Ruby Dragon, how you doing? I'm tangled. Got headphone tangles. Hey, Budsy. How you doing? Hey, Ben. Hi. I'm currently just staring at this thing blankly, pondering life choices and the pain and suffering that this thing has caused and the mental anguish. Having K3 beacons? I'm not using the add-on which adds higher tier beacons with Factorio Extended. I'm only using the base stuff. The higher tier stuff isn't actually, it's from some other dude. So I'm only using the pure form. Go. Whoop. And floop. And doop. It'll be a similar sort of deal with these. I'm just trying to think what else I can prove. I mean, I can prove that this thing is a mess. This is going to need a rebuild. Like, the conclusion after all these hours is that that needs a rebuild. Just what you always wanted. I think it needs to... There's some issues with productivity combined with too much crafting speed. Yeah, if you push it too hard... Oh, if you push it too hard, eventually this thing stops working. Items get duplicated. Yeah, if you get too much productivity, you eventually get... What's the limit? I forgot what the limit is. There's a point where if you have too much productivity, basically you just start spawning free items. I mean, as far as it goes, there's no duplication or free items glitch as such. It's just that it runs so fast, it just explodes items out of it. But yeah, I know that like this thing, the visually it stops working when you go too fast. The biggest problem is getting items in and out of it. So that's fallen down again. Why are you down? Why are you such a downer? It actually duplicates? It's entirely possible it's an issue related to... I think it's just not getting enough steel in. Yeah, when you go over like 100% productivity, things start getting weird. What are we at? 29 now. I think it was just not enough steel coming in. Plus, yeah, it's over 100%. It's over So you're getting 2 for the price of 1, potentially. $136, so plus 136% is 1.36 extra items. Yeah, so you get 236 products. So you get the product, then the 100% bonus. So 100% productivity means you get 2 for 1, and then you get an extra 36 on top of that, which is the 36, the 36. So that is actually right. Crafting speed's higher than around 30. A bit weird. It might not be able to calculate at that speed, it might not be able to calculate the productivity properly. Come to think of it. How's Barty doing these days? Haven't seen you in ages. Actually, so you got your own emote going on too. Big City products. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not calculating the productivity properly anymore. It's probably reaching the end. It's crafting like it's doing multiple crafts a tick. And it's just messing with the productivity, so you're getting like double dip. So you're double dipping on the productivity in the same tick. Yeah, it consumes 1, crafts, and completes in the same tick, but it accumulates like 2 rounds of productivity in that time. Because the time says in that time it's got 400 and what is that? 490, 490. No, 470 something, whatever it is, percent productivity accumulated in that tick. So it would double dip. Even though it's only consumed once. That's what I can see going on. Now, this thing, has it leveled out? Yeah, it's leveled out again. So it was just not getting enough down there. Oh yeah, it would depend on the recipe craft speed. If it was a 0.5 seconds, it would just go nuts. As I was saying before, like when you get... Particularly when you get past 100% productivity. I remember saying that it's not officially supported because of that, because things get weird once you go over 100%. It sounds like it's taking the ingredients crafting and then generating 2 iterations of at least 2 iterations of productivity at the same time in one tick. I should really investigate some others though, like I probably should look at this one too. Tell you what. Is there a mod that multiplies the inputs, outputs? Crafting by multiplier? I don't know if a mod can do that. Or at least the way I think it can. Alright, let's bring this over. What do we need? Robot frames? Robot frames. And blue circuits. Oh, I'm at the wrong one anyway. Yeah, what? obviously saw that emote there, so... There. Interesting. This is interesting concept. Yeah, it's... I've never really done it before. So it's kinda... a lot of it is... very much, shooting blind. The idea is to have this sort of cell-based bot factory. I might use the infinity chest for that. Email spooked you. I saw the email and I was like, maybe I will. Oh, I should just give it a peek. Yeah. Didn't actually know you streamed. So I have to definitely have a look. It's something that I want to do this year. Sort of mentioned it. Are you going to stick with this size of squares or look at increase? I'm probably going to stick with this size in 28. Ah, right. It's fairly recent. No, I'm an idiot. That's a long time ago. I can't believe I never noticed after all this time. But yeah, as I was saying, like something that I want to do more of is get around to more people. Like I haven't been to Bergs in ages, months. And so yeah, I want to get around to hang around with more people and actually keep up to date with more people. All that sort of jazz. This is running cheat mode at the minute, but so just for testing purposes. Where can I come back? Ooh. Yeah, so I'm not actually building it in creative. I'm just testing it within creative. I don't do creative builds. Creative builds are boring. Infinity chests. Yeah, I generally don't get into... When I see people do, like, a build on Reddit, I generally don't get into it as soon as they say, oh yeah, I spawned in all the resources, and oh yeah, I'm not actually sure if I got rid of all the infinity chests. It's like, well, it's not really... I don't really consider it to be much of a thing. Yes, what ME is this? This is make all the signs, not to be confused with this thing, which makes all the things. What is it making at the minute? Undergrounds, apparently. It's trying to, but it's not succeeding. Okay. Version. Well, there's multiple versions of this as well. But yeah, what I'm trying to do is build a cell-based science base. So everything is divided up into little dedicated cells, and it transfers items between each other. So it's a MATS, not an ME. Yes, sure. Moving swiftly along. You see, this is where things get to be a problem, is how do I get the raw materials into here? Do I drive a train in? Do I make this poor cell exchange those items for it? Things get weird. Well, this thing at least. Probably benefit from some bots too. Right, we're emptied out. 350, 400, 500. So Factorio, you just finished making version 4. Ah, yeah, I'm up to 5.2 now. Acid? Questa. Can do either or, really. Alright, gas. Which arguably I could put them down here. By all definitions. Got sustained 5.7k SPM today with a friend. Getting extended, but it's not much of a challenge with bots that have 12 cargo space and machines of 136 productivity. Yeah. I've been playing lately, been giving me initial Factorio again. Ooh, what have you been playing? You've been into the Satisfactory. I've been talking about Satisfactory a lot. I want to have a proper go at it when the next update comes. That one's acid, yeah? Oops. Well, it's 500 now. Probably should be 100 anyway. You're gonna need coal. Did the frame? I did, yeah, on Epic. There was 2 of them there. Mmm, tasty. Your copper. Copper. I fill out to like 200. Then stop. Okay, I'm going to go through all these one by one and do just like the copper and then just the iron, such and so forth. So I might do the row. Or red circuits. Gonna sleep, almost 4 AM. Alright, catch you later, have a good rest. I remember you were starting this design like a year ago. This design? This is a new one for me. I'm trying to think what it would have been that I was doing a year ago. What I would have been doing a year ago? It's probably something with Will, yeah. Sounds like something he'd do. Okay, so that's everything that it needs except for reds. Oh, you're missing copper. Plastic. I have to do some intensive thinking here. There's some aggressive some intense thinking going on. Aggressive concentration. Rain's gone. Copper, copper, and copper. It's exchanging it up. Perfect. Yeah, it actually gets a lot of... Yeah, the greens are actually idle. Now, can I copy and paste and rotate? Did I make it possible to do that? Yes, I did. Whether or not there's some measure of success behind it remains to be seen. Probably should be running out of bots soon. Or raw materials. Yeah, running out of raw materials. It's 1k a minute-ish. Ah, that one's not running. Fortunately, these are relatively copy and paste friendly. Like that. What am I looking for? Something like 1.5k I think I was looking for. 1.5. 1505. So you're not running properly. Why are you not running properly? You're not getting enough copper. It's probably not transferring enough copper. There isn't a website where I can view blueprints? There used to be a few blueprint viewers. $1k still? Oh, electricity. There. No more power problems. 1.3, 1.4. So you're stopping on greens again, and you're stopping on iron now. $1.4. There you go. Still short on iron. Well, you got the iron, you're just not getting it in fast enough. Huh. Didn't expect that. That kind of kills that one, doesn't it? Well, given what we know now, we can actually kill off that. And that. We can actually pop some more of these in. Sorta. It's just the one insert is overworked. That's an issue. How about there? So I can spin that round. Pop that there. Pop that there. Do all that business. Actually facing the wrong way, but I will. Shift that there. That can go there. Boop and boop. There. Right, they should all go. Oh, I need to pull more out. Eh. Flavorbox. Coming in with a Twitch Prime sub. Thank you very much there, Flavorbox. Thank you for that Twitch Prime sub. Would use that anywhere, but you chose to use it on me. Really appreciate that. What did I give? Devil's Butcher as well. Coming in with that Twitch Prime sub. Thank you very much. And another one. You got your coffee mug. Very good. Yes, in a few days actually. Where is it? There. Right there. We'll be going on to that big multiplayer event. Just as a reminder, we need to represent Team Coffee, Team Koala. Anyone's invited to represent Team Coffee and Koala. Caffeinated Koala. Drop Bears. I don't know. Something like that. Yeah, so this is a thing that's coming up in... Is there a public blurb thing? It's basically a massive multiplayer game that's coming up in that amount of time. In that amount of time, where we're trying to try and get a new record of people online on a single server. They're aiming for over 600. Team Flaming Coffee. I guess that's topically relevant. Coffee out of wazoo. Yeah, so it's going to be a massive multiplayer game. For those who haven't seen, it is the game the Spiffing Brit's been on. So he can always throw his tea in the harbour. That seems like a good idea. They're probably going to regret doing it, but it seems like a good idea. So yeah, got to represent. Yeah, it's going to try and break a record again. Maybe even break the game while we're at it. Just saw the video. Yorkshire straight in the harbour. Yorkshire? Hardly knew her. It's 5 AM I think. 4 AM or 5 AM. Alright, how are we looking now? 1.6. That's what we want to see. Although, having said that, I mean, this thing is sort of running. Is even playable? Well, they're aiming to upgrade to a they've got 10 gig networking now. Which is their problem before, was just getting enough networking in. Yeah, did it once, did it again. Technically, there is no upper limit. It's mainly just hardware and... like hardware as in CPU and such, and networking. So that actually is running okay. It's running quite nicely. How about that? That's not strained too far. Yeah, they're not running. The uptime on this isn't amazing though, so it's gonna need a rework. But it's a serviceable setup. Now. Catching up on your Discord, 5 AM Monday for us? Yeah, it's 5 AM Monday, because it's Sunday in Londinium time. Alright, give you some bots. 450, 500. Oh yeah, it's getting all the stuff that was queued up inside it. Twilight, how you doing? How goes you today? Soda. Boop the thingy. Affected by the fires? Not directly, although some smoke's coming round again. It was actually finally had some clear air for at least a few days. That's at least died down a little bit. How many bots are we using? Like 100? Yeah, so how do I get items in here is the $64 question. Do I go via? First of all, I'll grab that. 5 and 5. Why, it's a good day when there's a Mojo factory stream. Hey, Glacier Wolf. Yeah, actually, just approaching end of. So I want to do this and then that'll be it. What's the... Oh, this is a long one. I timed it wrong. That... Oh, it's a coin. That was a coin. Is that a base game thing? I don't remember. Yeah, it is. It's for the market. Now, what do you need? You need copper. A lot of copper. Plastic. I need circuits. Or steel, actually. Wayne says instead of loaders, we're having some problems with the loaders. So we've actually changed up a little bit and we moved to moving away from the bot setup and moving into a full, or moving away from the bot hybrid and going full bot. It's meant to be a bot megabase, so I might as well make it a bot megabase. Get down there, damn it. Right, that's got that going. You're going to need batteries and circuits. So, batteries. Circuits. Oh, iron plate. Iron plate. And that should be everything. Let's get it all rolling. Oh, and lubricant. Huh. It's kind of important, isn't it? Only kind of important, isn't it? Only kind of. How much are we aiming for? Yeah, about 24k a minute. Basically double the belt base. Right, so unbarrel. This is going to need a lot more thought. A lot more to make it work. Go. No idea what's going to happen to the UPS. Probably terrible things. Yes, that's now making engines. Very good. Making robo frames. Sorta. We're waiting on engines. So any electric engine builds stopping? Don't think so. Looking all good. Hey, bonus can heat on. You're light on copper. Of course you are. It's a pretty good deal on the bots there. What's it charging like? It's intensive. One. 491, so 9 more. 3 more. 500. They're all running. They all look like they're all running. So you're at 3,000-ish. Is this the BotBase build? Yeah, so we're giving it a test run with the map editor running. Just using some infinity chests. So what's holding you up? Probably railway track. Yeah. So now it's got a stick insertion problem. It's now got a iron plate problem. Because I only gave it 1. Huh.